So I finally got one of these deck toolboxes. I've been wanting one for years, and I've never been able to justify paying like $1,700 plus shipping or whatever they cost new. But I was just looking through Marketplace the other day, and there was a guy selling one for 900 bucks that fit an F250. So I messaged him. I had to drive 2 hours to pick it up, but still 900 bucks. I just got it put in a couple, let's see, I think 2 weekends ago, but I wanted to show you guys how I got it set up. I've really been liking it a lot so far. So I've got this one as my tie downs, recovery, socket set, and then I got my DeWalt chainsaw in there and my come along. So right here I got all my straps, mostly ratchet straps. I got 2 cam buckle straps here, and then I've been hooking all my carabiners together, just keeping them right there, so everything is right there in the front. And that's the most common stuff that I'm getting to. I have 2 tree straps here, 2 soft shackles, a snatch block. I've got a D-ring hitch and my 30-foot tow rope. I don't really need this shackle or snatch block. I've never actually had to use this. I don't really have anything that I could use it with because I don't have a winch. I guess I could use it with my come along and some type of weird setup, but it just came as a bundle. It was the snatch block, soft shackles, and the tow strap all came together. So I throw it in there because I don't know, maybe I'll be with someone with a winch or something. There's no telling. It doesn't take up much space. And then come along, and that chainsaw, since it just fits in there. I wasn't planning on putting it in there whenever I got this, but it fits, so now I got chainsaw with me all the time, and then just my socket set. I was keeping my inflator in here, but this a little bit of a problem I've had a couple of times with this already is if you stack stuff up too high, there's a lot of actually like ridges in here that stuff will get hooked on, and when you have this like most of the way shut, and then like the drawer in the very back starts to hook, you can't reach in there to unhook it. So it's like all you can really do is just like shake the drawer back and forth until everything moves around enough that you can open it up. But that's already happened to me like probably 4 times. It actually happened to me right before the video. The come along was flipped over the other way around, and the handle was hooking all the way in the back there. So I moved the inflator underneath my back seat where I used to keep it. So I'm trying to keep everything short enough that it's not going to start hooking. So then this one is all my tools. We got right up front, I've got my bar oil for my chainsaw, plug kit, nothing underneath there, tape measure right on top. Got a whole box of gloves, road flares, 2 more tire tools, PB blaster, and I think that's silicone spray underneath it. This is my drill bag. I've just got, I think all that's in there is a DeWalt drill and a couple batteries. I'll do a different clip where I start looking through that stuff. New drill index. I got one of these like universal, like basically every type of bit you can come across, security bits and everything. It's cheap from Lowe's. That way I know I've always got anything I'm going to come across pretty much. This is just my personal truck. My work truck is way more decked out than this, but I try to keep this one pretty simple. This tray came with, the guy still had these 2 boxes, and this tray was in that smaller box, but I couldn't really fit anything in it with this, so this has just kind of been like, I don't know, stuff I didn't want to put in the toolboxes. I just throw that bag on top of it. It's not really a specific designated thing so far. Got one of these every once in a while, you know, you come across those. I'm not even really sure what you call these types of sockets, but my KTM has a couple of those on it, so I've got a full set of that. Let me pull these 2 boxes out, and then I'll show you what's in those. All right, so got these out. So in the back, in the very back of this one's the stuff that's like least commonly used. Got that big crowbar, my breaker bar, 4-way, and a hitch wrench. Okay, so moving on to all the boxes. This is my big hand tool box. So this one is organized by wrenches and screwdriver type tools, a couple of sockets there. And then I've got all my hammers and my limb saw and prying tools, and this one and my hatchet. And then this one is all anything like prior related. I've got a set of wire crimpers down there, some dikes, a couple different sets of snips and cutters, all my regular hand tools. This one got my impact with a couple of batteries and my grinder. And I still need to come up with a spot to keep some grinder discs. I've got no spare discs. I just put a new one on here, but it's kind of rare for me to need to use that one. And I'm thinking about coming up with a way to kind of consolidate all this stuff to where I don't have a drill in one bag and then impact in another bag. I'm probably going to get a bigger bag that I can fit the impact in with here, and then maybe I'll just make this like a grinder box. But anyway, yeah, it's been working really good. These little, I can't remember if these are actually the ammo cans or if that's something else, what they call these little like kind of dry storage areas in each corners. They're pretty nice. I don't have anything that I'm actually like permanently keeping in them, but I've already used them a few times whenever I've got to just throw something small back here that I don't want to put in the back seat. But I also don't want to just have rolling around up here. I can open that up and just drop it in there. Like I went and bought like some plants the other day, some pepper plants, and they fit in one of those perfectly. So like I didn't have to worry about them falling over or anything. I didn't want to put them in the back seat because there was dirt falling out of them. But that was perfect. It's also a good spot to keep like bungee cords, because you see how short the bed height is now. You have to tie down a lot of stuff that you usually wouldn't have to. Like I went and filled up my little gas can the other day, and it wouldn't even fit in here with the bed cover shut, so I had to have the bed cover open. And then it's up so high, like I kind of was like, I mean, I could hit a big enough bump that I could see that thing bouncing over the tailgate. So like that, even that little tiny gas jug, I was tying it in. So it's good to have some extra tie downs and bungee cords and stuff, and that would be a good spot to keep just bungee cords in each corner, so they're already there whenever it comes time to, you know, strap in a little push mower or weed eater or something. And I know a lot of people complain about the bed depth sacrifice of getting this thing, but I mean, I have to say, for the trade-off of not having like extra toolboxes, because I tried having one of those little mini rigid gang boxes back here, and then I got like a DeWalt Tough System box that I was keeping stuff in, and then like everything didn't fit in that, so then I had loose stuff. And then also it being level all the way across now over the fender wells, I think my bed is more functional now than it used to be. The only trade-off is I just have to tie stuff in more often, and I still have tie downs on top of it. I think I'm gonna build some I might just, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come up with some way to have a continuous tie down across the top, and I'd like to have one across the front too. But I've seen people, you know, just hook a length of chain all the way around. You can just hook to the chain anywhere. I may do something like that. The benefit of having just a completely smooth, empty bed all the time is a lot better than any other way that I've tried to organize my bed before. And I had, you can see the little bits of gravel. I had a bag of 900 pounds of gravel on this thing the other day, and it was nothing for it. The drawer's still opened perfectly fine. It didn't sag at all. The guy at Lowe's was nervous to put it on there, but they say these things can hold 2,000 pounds. So it was fine. It was all this gravel that I've got in this trench right here. They say they're 900 pounds. Held it fine. So I would not be hesitant to put 2,000 pounds on top of one of these things. It's very strong. But I wanted to keep this video pretty short, just show my setup, and say I've been really liking this thing. I haven't been liking it enough that I would want to pay full price for one, but worth it for 900 bucks, I think. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Tell me if you got any suggestions on how I should switch stuff up, and thanks for watching.